Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to shock you. It's all about the clone of Lilly Tino. Yes, there is another Lilly Tino out there, and I think I will provide enough evidence to suggest that this clone of Lilly Tino is in fact more insane than her. And I know that's saying something quite outlandish and outrageous, but I think it may be true. So if you don't know who Lilly Tino is, obviously you've had your head in a bucket of sand over the past couple of months because yes, that's right, because I'm so nice. She is the most beautiful woman that's ever lived and the most famous trans person on the planet, which for all the trans people out there who are cool, that's horrible for you. Because if that's who's representing trans people, that's a real shame. Anyway, she loves sitting in public talking about things that are extremely inappropriate.
My corn dog is still intact. I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog.
She also loves taking photos in the Disneyland bathroom with just random people from the public in the background. She almost got sued over that. In fact, I don't know what's happening with that. Then she had a little bit of a breakdown after that, and I decided, I would do the right thing and just take a step back from talking about Lilly Tino. But then I found out she had an OnlyFans, and I reviewed it on the channel. Oh, I can see a butthole and a dick and a balls. Oh. That was honestly just horrific, and it turns out she still has a big old stalk. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. By stalk, I mean penis. Anyway, ladies and gents, let's jump into this video. Let's figure out who is the clone. Now, I want you all to just take a moment to think to yourself, what is this clone going to look like? Is Isaac being a dickhead? Is he being serious? I'm being serious. Are you ready?
I'm now 8 months post-op, and it would seem that everyone wants to know about my brand new flower.
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. This person.
Things are about to get a little graphic, so hold on or scroll
strap
on.
yourselves in. This will be fantastic.
I'm still dilating once a day with this dilator that I supplied.
Jesus
that can
Christ.
be reduced back to once a week, once
Ew.
I'm a full year post-op.
Dilating. I don't think I've ever wanted to know less about someone dilating in my entire life. If you don't know what let's Google dilating, shall we? What is dilating? I'm dilating right now. To make or become wider, larger, or more open. I just want you to look into this person's eyes and imagine them becoming more open. Ooh, doesn't that just sound horrific? Anyway, apparently you need to dilate your new flower, or what is otherwise known as a vagina. Although I know a lot of people are saying that, no, Isaac, it's not called a vagina anymore. All right, on trans people, it's called a front hole. And I actually think that that's a really good term for dirty talk during the throes of passion when you're with your partner, saying, I want to smash in your dirty front hole, you fucking... What am I even saying?
Today with this dilator that I
That's a huge dilator, mate. I was thinking it was like a pinky-sized dilator. That's the dilator? That's the dominator, not the dilator. Holy shit.
That can be reduced back to once a week.
That's a fucking huge dilator.
Once I'm a full year post-op, this thing is pretty hard. And it's around 38 mil in diameter.
Don't flick it.
I wonder if it'll fit through my ear. I was pretty scared of this thing at first.
I think all of us right now, and I'm rubbing my face just for a bit of comfort, I think all of us right now we've all developed PTSD from that. We all have, we all feel like combat veterans after seeing that. That is equivalent. Thinking about that person squatting over a dilator is equivalent to having an IED go off next to you in Iraq in 2003 and losing all your friends. That is exactly the same thing.
I was pretty scared of this thing at first, but now it's not a bother.
Not a bother. Just slides right in. This person is worse than Lilly Tino.
I can get it into roughly around where the little red mark is.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Giving me a depth of 5 inches to my vaginal opening.
Congratulations on your depth. It's like you're doing a squat and you're like, my depth is so good. I stretch the quads really, really well and the glutes become involved. I've got such great depth. No, you're talking about this infusing itself with inside your new fake vagina. Congratulations. Well, I guess it's not fake. I guess it's real, but And also, okay, I understand that this person's bald, and some people shouldn't make fun of people who are bald. You know, the old saying, you shouldn't throw stones in glass houses. Not me, of course. I have a lot of hair. But other people shouldn't. If you're going to be a woman, can you at least, this is my whole thing, just have a go. Just fucking commit to the bit, mate. You know, there's method actors out there that commit more to their new character than you do.
I wanted to sincerely apologise for the comment that I made last week, which may have suggested that some bodies are superior to others. It was really not intended in that way, and if I'm completely honest...
How many tranquilizers are you on, bro? Sorry, lady.
The appearance of my brand new vagina is far from perfect.
I can imagine it's far from perfect. If I was going to compare what I imagine your vaginal hole looks like to anything on Earth, I'd probably say the Chicxulub crater in the Yucatan in New Mexico, where the asteroid hit that killed the dinosaurs. Yeah, that big fucking blown out hole. That's what I'm thinking.
It's got little pouty lips. The one on the right looks especially upset. Obviously, it is a complete reconfiguration, and there is still quite a bit of numbness.
It is a reconfiguration. You've taken basically your knob, which is, let's say, I don't want to sound like I might be a little bit batting for the same team here, but I'd go out on a limb and say that dicks look better than vages. All right? Hear me out. Dicks are like, you know, they're not good, but they're just there. They're hanging foul. Like, good on them. Hanging out with the boys. You're nuts. But vages, mate, listen, big fan, but geez, you look like shit. You look like a tar pit after it's been drained. You look like the armpit crease of someone that was there to witness the fucking nuclear core at Chernobyl blowing out. It's horrific as well. Vages are gross. If we weren't naturally as men wired to just, you know, fight wars to get vag, we would, if you saw it in the jungle, you'd call a fucking exorcist. It's horrific.
That I have got out to meet with someone. It's been pretty hard to get to where I'm going. Whenever I've done any vigorous dilation, I have been getting a little bit of blood.
This is fucking fucked.
And so I'm a little bit reluctant to do anything too serious too soon. You may remember that I had a couple of little accidents.
Okay, I think we've seen enough of that particular video. Thankfully, this person, who, by the way, I should probably introduce, this is Give Us a Chip. Now, I don't know much about Give Us a Chip. I guess we should probably click on the profile there. It's a musician or band / band. That's the pronouns. Give Us a Chip brings you joyous, sassy music and squeeze box that will make you dance your juicy coutures off. And the link takes you to buying shit. But these are just all... Oh my fucking Christ. Why so serious? You look like the fucking Joker after a crack bender.
I don't know why I committed to streaming on Saturday mornings. It's fine. I wake up really early for some reason.
That's horrific. That's scaring the children. That's what you're doing. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further, this video is brought to you by the great people at Fume. Do you ever catch yourself in a bad habit, or do you have a few bad habits? Well, what if I told you right now, if you just remove the bad from that habit, all of a sudden it's just a habit, it's not bad. A lot of us with our bad habits, we do it because of boredom, or we fidget, or we look at our phone too much, or perhaps even with vaping, we do it because we're bored, or it becomes part of our routine. Well, what if we could remove the bad from that habit? Let's replace it with Fume. Fume is absolutely genius. There's no vapor, no nicotine, and no weird chemicals, just clean, natural flavor. You literally breathe it in. No clouds, no coughs. And for people like me, love to fidget, always moving, all that type of stuff, that's the great thing about Fume, is you can actually play with the little device that you still got your hands busy. It's a really important part of breaking that habit. It looks slick, it's made out of premium wood, and it fits perfectly in your pocket. My favorite flavor is the crisp mint. Write that down, it's very nice. Over 500,000 people have already tried Fume as a part of their habit-changing journey. So if you're curious, now is the time, ladies and gents. Use the code Butterfield when you buy your journey pack today. You'll get a free topper, a little upgrade to spice things up. Head to Try Fume. That's TRYFUM.com. Use the code Butterfield and start your journey today, ladies and gentlemen. And now, back to the video.
Around a month after I got home from surgery, I went for my first ever bra fitting.
Oh,
I then asked you
exciting.
which colours you thought would suit me best. And now that they're all here, I want to know from you which one you like the most. The black and white, the teal and turquoise, or the pink and cream.
The funny thing is, I look exactly like this in lingerie. I want you to picture that right now.
It's my first ever summer as a post-op trans girl, and let me tell you, what a relief. It's just so nice to be able to go out in tight clothes and not have to cram myself into one of these. I've actually had these for the last couple of years, but I wouldn't exactly have been comfortable
The last couple of years, gross. Get some new ones.
sporting them down the beach in public pre-op. I did actually get to wear them for the very first time down the beach just the other day.
Wow.
Can anyone out there offer me any advice on a hair transplant? I've been suffering male pattern baldness since my late teens.
How? If you were born a woman, how do you suffer from male pattern baldness?
And although at first I was still able to rock a pretty impressive mohawk, I quick had to resort to other options and eventually resorted just to wearing
Just shave your head, mate. That's fucking not that hard. Just get the old razor and all sorted. You have a mad comb over going on. I had a mate who did that. And shout out to all the blokes in the comment section that do that comb over. It looks fucking shithouse.
Resorted just to wearing a hat full time. Over the last year and a half, I've been wearing in this minoxidil.
Minoxidil is a something that people take to stop their hair falling out, I guess.
As it will strengthen up some of the weaker hair follicles, as well as quite frequently wearing in this pin and fringe, as I really like what it does with the shape of my face. I've already taken pictures of the affected area and got a quote from the UK surgery, and I'm still waiting to hear back from the agency in Turkey. I'm wondering if anyone out there has had a hair transplant.
Okay, your male pattern baldness, you got a new vagina, you got male pattern baldness, you're dilating. What else are you up to?
For some reason, a bunch of people are calling my newly created vagina an open wound. I can't believe I need to explain this to a whole bunch of people that claim to know so much about biology.
Is it biology after you get a fake vagina put in? Is it? Is it really?
A wound is a disruption of or damage to living tissue. Once a wound is healed, it's no longer considered a wound, as the living tissue has now repaired itself.
Okay, fair. I can agree with that.
Yes, the doctor did have to create some wounds to rearrange my anatomy.
By create wounds, do you mean slice your knob in half, flip it on the inside out, shove it back in, and then sew it up? And then you had to dilate it every fucking 16 minutes, otherwise it would close up forever. I think that's what you meant. Also, is it like one of those things in Indiana Jones when you put if you put your fist inside the hole, something will chop it off? I do worry about that. But yeah, no, it's not an open gaping wound. It just looks like an open gaping wound. Things can look like something and not be something. It happens all the time.
Got a lot of people up in my comments at the moment telling me that I'm not making enough of an effort to be feminine.
I think Krusty the Clown is looking very feminine, I will say that. So well done to Krusty.
Being trans is not necessarily about passing as your chosen gender.
Why is it not? Because isn't the whole thing about being the other gender? You feel like you are the other gender and then you want to be the other gender, so you become the other gender? Isn't that the whole thing? Wouldn't you want to pass as the other gender?
Telling myself that I would be content if it got to the point where my gender became ambiguous.
No one thinks your gender is ambiguous. You look like a bald dude.
I myself define as trans feminine, as I'm trans and feminine. I feel like trans is something that I shouldn't shy away from, and it's actually something that I should be quite proud of.
You shouldn't shy away from it. If that's who you want to be, then go for it, by all means. Being proud of something I don't know why people would be proud of it. That's like being proud of being gay or proud of being straight. It's weird. It's a weird thing to go, I'm proud to be this. I'm proud. Why? It's you. Who gives a shit? I'm 6'8". It's like me saying, I'm so proud to be tall. Why? What? Why?
If we consider all the time, the energy, the money that it's cost me to get the medical help that I need, the surgery, The voice training, the therapy, the consultations,
Are you born this way or not, mate? You're convincing me otherwise.
all the rest of it. I don't think I could be making much more of an effort. Thank you very much.
Fucking, how about you head back to speech therapy and sort out your ths, okay? You don't think, you think. Christ.
I've now been medically transitioning as a trans woman for the last 2 years after starting hormone treatment in May of 2023. My own facial recognition skills are a little poor.
Well, you're not a computer, so you should be sweet.
And so I wanted to know your opinion as to whether my appearance has drastically changed.
Okay.
Obviously, you're quite
excited.
accustomed to my current appearance, so here's a picture of me early on in my transition.
Is Chester Bennington alive?
I've now been medically transitioning as a trans woman.
You look like you've been medically transitioning into a circus clown. What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, back in that other photo, you looked exactly the same as you look now. You just look less batshit. You look like a house. You don't look like a house. Oh, fuck. You look great, lady.
I'm 3.5 months post-op and I'm finally back
exciting.
to all my regular exercises again.
Wow.
Since New Year's, I've managed to get out for a couple of bike rides.
Oh, well done.
As well as having rejoined my dance class.
Awesome.
Where we're working on this fun
I
line
wonder what type
dance
of dance.
style routine.
That's fun.
I'm glad to be back to a bit of resistance band training.
Very nice.
To deal with an old back injury.
That's good.
As well as to train up that cute little
Ah!
bubble butt.
I can see your butthole, mate.
I'm actually a little achy today because as of yesterday, I've rejoined pole class where we were working on these cute martini poses as well as this split style move that I was able to do far more gracefully off camera. I do feel like after last night I'm a little bit sore.
I don't know who's worse. Is it Tino or is it Give Us a Chip? Who is Give Us? I need to do a bit of research and find out who is Give Us a Chip.
I'm quite visibly trans.
I mean, sure.
So I love seeing people's reactions when I get out and about. Some people are all big smiles and I really love that. Other people just stare in bemusement. I see some people looking me up and down in judgment and I think to myself, bitch, I see you staring in jealousy because you know I look good.
This person, whoever their name is, may be a very nice person. And do I think they're as bad as Lilly Tino? I don't know. I think Tino got caught up in this whole outrage culture where Tino made videos to freak people out, piss them off, upset them, and then somehow monetize that. I don't know if it was through OnlyFans or what. Like, remember her OnlyFans is full on P word. Like, it's full frontal, double pen, everything. Full on shit. Like, they're monetized in the way. And this person's trying to sell shit as well, like this weird merch pack. They're probably nice people in their friendship circles and all those type of things. Maybe Tino's a little bit more of a stranger human. I don't know. But also, in saying that, listening to Give Us a Chip, I've been thinking this entire time that you'd have some strange opinions. I don't know. I need to know more. And maybe this is something that Give Us a Chip could do on her Instagram, is actually give us a little bit more information about who you are. Maybe talk about some current issues that are going on in the world. Let us understand what you're all about, because I'm fascinated to know more about this person. There's one more video here. I don't know what it's about. I haven't watched it, but I think we should all, we owe it to Give Us a Chip to find out more about Give Us a Chip.
Now that I'm finally a bit more comfortable with my vocals, I'm back to finalising the tracks that I started recording back in November.
Awesome.